Welcome back to Dirt 4 with Mist X. I'm going to show my tune for the Lancer EVO 10 today on gravel. Let me load it up real quick. Alright, we've got a spare tire. Running 10 degrees of toe in the front. Give a little better turn-in response. Running -3 camber in the front and rear. We're also running a positive 0.10 toe in the rear as well. I've got my brake force at 26-25, 80% front. This feels pretty good. Might be something I might change later on, although I've had to turn the brakes back up in my cars just because of my new pedals. It's much easier to have a higher brake force now since I can really adjust it. Here's my differential settings. We've got the front LSD driving lock at 30%. Front LSD braking lock is at 10%. Front LSD preload, we're at 7.38 foot-pounds. Center LSD driving lock, we're at 48%. Center LSD braking lock, we're at 48%. Center LSD preload, we're at 7.3 as well. Torque bias, I'm running 45%. So that means we've got the rest to the rear. 55. Rear LSD driving lock is at 40%. Rear LSD braking lock is at 48%. We've got a rear LSD preload at 0. The rear LSD preload, if you turn it up, it will induce understeer. It just gradually induces understeer, although I haven't really messed with it. I might still in this car, but it feels pretty good so far. I mean, I've been setting world records, given it's not against a lot of people, but the car feels pretty good. I'm running final drive at 0.201. You can look at the others. I think I may have changed some of these gears separately as well in this car, and I still might yet even. Gearing's the big thing in this vehicle. Okay, we've got 0 front slow bump, 0 front fast bump, front bump zone division, we're at 2.0 FPS. Front slow rebound, we're at 0. Front fast rebound, we're at 0. Looks like all of my bump divisions are at 2.0. Everything else is at 0. Again, something I might change, especially here in Australia. It's a bit more bumpy, so we might be changing the rear slow bump, maybe even the fast bump. Although the fast bump feels pretty good. That's for big jumps when the suspension compresses super quick. Probably leave that. The rebound I might change as well. Might go a little bit slower on that. Just depends on how it feels. Ride height, we're running 0.20 inches in the front. Rear ride height is at 0.49 inches in the rear there. It's a little bit higher than the front. That induces a bit of oversteer. Front spring rate, we're currently at 480.17 foot-pounds an inch. Front tender spring rate, we're at 114.29. Front anti-roll bar, we're at 83. I did the ride height in the rear already. Rear spring rate, we're at 370.85. Rear tender spring rate. This is a pretty important one. I've messed with this. As of the way the car's set up right now, if you go one tick higher on this rear tender spring, it will make the car pretty undrivable. It just becomes a real handful. These tender springs seem to have a pretty big effect on the way the car handles. And our rear anti-roll bar is at 68.52. I'm not sure what all these are default, so I don't know how much I've changed them, but that's it. Alright. I'm going to run a stage here with this setup. Actually, I'm just going to do a shakedown. I'm not even going to run a stage just so you can see it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 110 through dip.
Plus I need a little bit of practice.
Right 5.
First drive of the day.
80 through dip. Left 2. Into left 2 over crest. Don't cut. And right 4. right 3 long, opens, over crests, dip, right 5, right 5. 80 through dip, left 2, into left 2 over crest, and right 4, left 4, and caution, right 2 over crest, into right 2, don't cut, 80 through dip, left 5, 80, caution, braking, left 2, long, and right 6, right 6,
All right, a little
left
bit
5
faster
over
around that
crest,
corner.
80 through dip, 80, right 3, 60, don't cut, right 2, don't cut, left 4 tightens, don't cut, and right 3,
All right. I'll definitely get a little bit quicker. I gotta loosen up a bit. Car feels pretty good. The setup feels pretty good here in Australia. This is the setup I used in Michigan, which it was great there. I wouldn't really change much. Like I said, I might change the gearing here. There are some fast sections here in Australia, but generally there's not too many, so I'll just have to see how it goes as I go on. Alright, that'll do it for my Lancer Tune video. I will see you next time.